Yo, bros. So, I think I have an interesting video for us tonight. So, let's check it out.
I am really concerned with the way some of these men think these days in relationships with women. My husband, who's a narcissist to the bone, has almost every characteristic of a narcissist, acts like the female in our relationship, y'all. Straight up. He doesn't believe in happy wife, happy life. He believes in happy husband, happy life. That's what he believes. He believes that he can be disrespectful to all of us, me and my two girls, and we also have to respect him and bow down to him and make sure he's happy, make sure he's getting complimented, making sure he gets a, pat on the head, good job at work today. Meanwhile, he hasn't fed anything that I need. He hasn't filled up my cup with this much water. So guess what? I stopped complimenting him. I stopped praising him because he never spoke life into me, into my dreams, into my aspirations. So I stopped because this was a one-way street. That's how narcissists roll, right? So now that I'm not complimenting.
This is a 3-minute video, so I want to react to it while we're watching it, instead of just having it play fully. So, this is a thing where it's idiotic with women. I've said this countless times. Why I don't have sympathy for women when it comes to dating. Dating, relationships, the male and female dynamic. I don't have sympathy for women at all. And I'm pretty sure that in this video, you will hear why. You will get a good glimpse of why. You chose to marry a narcissist. This is a thing where I find it so idiotic with women. You didn't think it was a good idea to stop dating him. Okay. You didn't think it was a good idea to stop the engagement. Okay. You didn't think it's a good idea to, I don't know, call off the wedding. You didn't think it's a good idea to divorce. But what you think is a good idea is head to the internet to rant about your husband. Call him a narcissist. Insult him. That's what you think is a good idea. To go to the internet to search for validation, support. Yet support from strangers. Yet you can't even, like, you are complaining about a man. Seems like when women throw out narcissists, I'm like, does that mean that you don't want him? I mean, it's like, so he's such a narcissist, yet you want to stay married to him. So what's the problem? You want to stay with him. What's the problem? You won't leave. This is a thing where it's like women think this is like the 1900s. You're not forced to be with nobody. You're not forced to be with nobody. You have the free will, legal free will to leave. And honestly, women do. Women do. 80% of the times, women file for divorce. So, doesn't seem like it's hard. Doesn't seem like it's that hard. And now, I already know a little bit about her story, so we're going to get proof of it. She's a stay-at-home mom. He's the one who's fully supporting her. Fully supporting her. This is a thing where I'm not belittling stay-at-home moms. They are assets. They are beneficial. But let's not be fooled by it. Not the same as providing. Not the same as providing. One side, you have to be at a job that you a lot of times you don't want. It's physically, mentally, emotionally taxing. A lot of times it's people you don't care about, people you don't like. Also, people don't like you, people don't care about you. Boss you don't care about, boss you don't like. Well, yes, I'm not saying there's no stress to it. I'm not saying there's no work to it, but you are taking care of kids you love, kids you wanted. You're taking care of a home you lived in, you're living in. So really, it's a lot of things is things that you want, while things that you have to do. So it's very scenario is very different. So this working, having to provide, is a whole lot more important. Whole lot more important. It's like you can get daycare. You can get someone else. You can pay someone else to take care of your kids. You can't pay anyone to work for you. I mean, unless you're already rich, right? You can't pay someone. I mean, how about this? You can't pay someone to provide for you. That you can't do. So, you know, and for him to, you know, want appreciation for, like I said this countless times as well. I think stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home wives is a luxury most people do not qualify for. Average people, which are most people, they do not qualify for. One, women are not fit to be stay-at-home wives and stay-at-home mothers. They're not. They have the mindset, okay? Not like their parents, not like their grandparents, not like their great-grandparents. They don't think that their purpose is to, you know, be nurturers, to be stay at home, to take care of the house and home, to take care of the kids, take care of the family and the home. They don't think that's their purpose anymore. That's not their dream, not their goal or whatever shit like that. So they're different, and they think less of men providing. Also, it's just that it's not easy to provide for a family.
Complimenting him anymore. I'm the problem. I don't compliment him enough. I don't say good job, buddy, at the end of the day to him. And it's like, sir, where are you speaking life into my dreams and my hopes? You don't even know what my dreams and hopes are.
Your dreams and hopes? You're the one who and I'm not. I mean, I haven't fully watched all her shit, which I'm not. I have a couple clips that I'm going to show them. But you're a stay-at-home wife. You're a stay-at-home mom. You want your hopes and dreams? Go to work. Here's the thing where no one really talks about. Men are not forcing women to be stay-at-home moms and wives. Men aren't. I'm not saying that there aren't any, but I honestly believe the majority of marriages, men aren't forcing women to be stay-at-home wives and mothers. Actually, women are choosing that path. They want that path. Predominantly, when women have kids, they actually want to quit. They actually want to focus on their family, their kids, more than go to work. Wonder why.
You never even bothered to find out. So, the fact that this man is whining like a child that he's not getting a pat on the head and getting a good job from me every day is so crazy. These men are, the way they think, they are broken. They are broken, and he cannot see. He cannot see how he is acting. He cannot see that this is all on him, and he is acting this way. Narcissists, like, their reality is so perverse, and so their reality is not really reality. They make up a false reality in their head where they are the center of the universe, and they believe everybody.
But he is 100% aware he is abusive, and I believe that no matter what he says, abusers know what they are doing. no matter what he's abusive. 100%, he's not laying hands on her. Abusive, what she's saying, maybe emotionally. Go to work. Go to work. A perfect example of why, honestly, 50-50 is more suitable for most people.
Needs to be thinking about them and praising them 24/7, and they don't fill anyone else's cup up. He doesn't parent. He doesn't do anything. Okay.
He doesn't parent. Again, this is why women don't qualify for provider men. Because even though your man, let's say hypothetically, working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, whatever, to provide for a family, 2 adults, couple kids, he also needs to chip in with a household, chip in with the child care. So really, honestly, he has to provide for a family and chip in with the household, chip in with the child care. So you want him to take some of your responsibility as a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wife. So really, this is a thing where you just want to be selfish. You just want an easy life. This is a thing where I honestly believe. See, this is a thing where people understand. I personally am a kind of guy who would want to provide. I want to provide. But honestly, most women, especially Western women, they don't qualify for it. They're not suited for it. They're not suited for provider men. Because honestly, women, modern day women, have the mentality of men. They have the mentality of men. They want to pursue dreams, pursue accomplishments, pursue careers, make money. But they also realize that, you know what? When you have to try to make money to survive, it's different than making money from a dream. Drastically different. That's the thing. Where they think, oh my God, this is not easy. I can't accomplish my dream. This is the thing where what these women want is a man to provide for them. Take away all their adult responsibilities so they can pursue their dreams with no responsibilities whatsoever. So hypothetically, maybe she wants to do, I don't know, be an influencer, but no need to pay any bills, worry about money at all. So she can struggle or go through the process without worrying about nothing besides her dreams. And I'm just giving an example. Absolutely ridiculous.
He doesn't make sure my car is safe for my girls and I to drive in like a man should, like check my tires. Guess who does that? My father, who's 70-something years old. Guess who comes over and takes care of my backyard? Because my husband doesn't. My father, who's 70-something years old. Men these days are not real men anymore. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Y'all act like little boys. You really do. And you get mad when a woman levels up and finds out who she really is and finds out her worth, and you can no longer manipulate and gaslight her into your bullshit anymore. And you
level up, you're still with the man. It's like you're just here just to talk. Level up. It's like go ahead, level up.
Like, I want the old you back. No, you don't. You know that this is a better version of me. You just want to control me, and you can't anymore. You can't control me anymore because I don't believe the bullshit. I don't believe the lies. I'm not falling for the gaslighting. I'm not thinking everything's my fault. I'm not thinking I'm mentally ill anymore because you said I am. Get out of here with that shit.
Women are just so ridiculous. So let's dig in deeper. Because this is the thing. We don't know the whole story. Women never tell the whole story. They never do.
I don't know if you're a man, but I'm guessing you are from this comment here. Men always leave silly comments on my page, not understanding, of course, because they don't understand much. So, you know, they say things like this and ask stupid questions like this. And yes, there is such thing as stupid questions. So, I'll be blocking all the men on my page who comment, who say silly things like this and ask silly questions. Because you obviously are so ignorant that you have no idea what it's like for a woman who's a stay-at-home mom with an abusive man, that you ask questions like that. So it really just proves my point even more about these silly little boys that are running around. It just proves my point more. So yeah, block. I don't
Said a whole lot of nothing, but just proved men's point. You're a stay-at-home mom. That's why, this is why I knew a little bit more about her. Says it all. You're a stay-at-home mom to a narcissist. Get a job. Be an adult. Be an adult. Get a job. Pursue your dreams. No, they don't want to do that. What dream? You know, the dream. This is a thing where I think a lot of women, their dreams right now is to it's honestly to enjoy life. Which, yes, people want to enjoy life, but here's the thing: you have to be an adult. There's adult responsibilities. Women like this know that if I'm going to pursue my dream to enjoy life, I can't. I can't, because I'm going to have to sacrifice my family, my husband. But then if I do that, I don't have the money or enough money. Because this guy, I think probably average earning, maybe 60, maybe 70. The amount of money you're going to get, which you still could destroy, man, but it ain't much to live off of. So you will still have to go to work.
Yes, I've tried for 2 years. 2 years I've tried to get him to listen to what I was saying. So now I come to TikTok so other women can relate to me and not feel alone in this misery and this hell. Because I know a lot of us are suffering in these type of relationships with these type of men. So I won't be silent about it because he's not going to listen. So I'll get him to listen, and I'll get others to listen too and know my truth. It's funny because women, we do everything in our power to make sure our relationships are working and everything is good and we're loving and all these things. And I was doing those things for 2 years until I realized that he doesn't give a shit, he doesn't listen to me, and he never will. So
You just said that this is the thing. She said that she doesn't want to compliment him, do all these things for him. Did you really try to make it work? Or is this a thing where it's like women are so, like, it is the difficulties of being with modern day women. You think you're making it work. Because I think this is the where it suffers, where it's the hard part. It's because I think a lot of women, especially Western women, are selfish in nature. 100% selfish. Like she said before, happy. She wants to live the life of happy wife, happy life, instead of a happy husband, happy life. She's the type of woman that wants to live where it's on her. The focus is on her. She can't stand to be married to a man that, you know what? No, I ain't playing that shit. I'm providing, keeping this family afloat. So, no, you are going to care about my happiness. You're going to care about my happiness. I mean, it's, again, we are all adults. You choose to stay with this man. You chose to be in a relationship with this man, marry this man, give him kids, and continue to still be with this man. All you're doing is honestly just going on internet to rant and to also try to garner views, trying to garner support, trying to garner validation from women.
You do realize it's very hard to leave a narcissist because the possible smear campaigns, etc., that they do if you leave. Yes, and I am terrified of this reality. I know that divorcing a narcissist is ugly. I know that he isn't going to be fair. He's already made threats saying he has receipts. And these receipts he's talking about, I really don't know what receipts he has. I don't think he has any, to be honest. So at one point in our relationship, I was really bad with reactive abuse. I would start to throw things. I would blow up. I would be yelling because I was confused and didn't understand what was going on and why I couldn't get in his head what I was feeling and why he couldn't understand how much he was hurting me. Like, it would really, really bother me and I would explode. So I think maybe those are the receipts he's talking about. But yeah, that's a smear campaign. They're going to make you look like you're the crazy one and that they're the victim, because he always plays the victim. He still is. He still won't admit anything. And that's scary. That's really scary. I guess that's why I started talking about it, because I really don't know what else to do when someone is constantly trying to alter your reality and alter the truth. I just wanted to come on here and get my truth out there because I am terrified of this. I am terrified of this because he's good at it in the beginning when you first meet him and he has you fooled. And I'm so scared people would believe him because I got 2 girls and I'm a mama bear. No one's messing with my kids or taking my babies. You do.
This video, perfect proof. Perfect proof. You know, when you dig in deeper to women's stories, you see the holes. You see the plot holes. You see the I gotcha. You see the gotcha moment. Because I've said this before. Oh, narcissist. He's a terrible man, all this shit, right? But I've said this countless times. Toxic people attracted to toxic people. So, I mean, I don't know this man, but coming from what she says, yeah, I guess he's a toxic man. But hell, why I don't have sympathy for women? You're toxic. So, no duh, you're attracted to or you're married to a toxic man. That is the thing that women will never reflect on, will never hold accountability to. You're toxic. You are toxic. Smear campaign? It's like, are you ridiculous? Who is he going to smear you to? Court systems, predominantly, right? They gear towards mothers. You have to be the most shittiest of shitty mothers for them to, you know, even change their mind of that. Or he has to be the most amazing man. Very stable. That's the thing where it's usually one or the other. She has to be a really terrible mom. He has to be a really good father. Okay? To even get a weird or an unusual verdict where, I don't know, they give him the kids. That doesn't happen often. At best, it would still be a 50-50 thing, and which it should. Smear campaign, it's like, this is a thing where, and it's funny that she calls him a victim when you're the one coming online and making yourself out to be a victim. All you're doing is saying what he's doing. Yet you're the one who's making the video proof, showing how toxic you are, showing that you are the one trying to perceive yourself as a victim.
Realize it's very hard to leave a narcissist because the possible smear campaigns, etc., that they do if you leave. Yeah.
And that's the thing. going online to find validation from other women. Women thrive on that. That's a drug. It's part of the whole emotional dopamine high. And here's, speaking on that, this is the thing. Why women go for men like this. Why? This is the thing where, no, you're not leaving him because a supposed smear campaign. What the hell? Like you're some kind of president. Like you're someone of the public eye. No, you can't smear. I mean, like, unless you think your family is gonna believe him, not her. Ridiculous. What smear campaign? I already told you what the courts would do. It's very unlikely, unless, like, again, unless he's a druggie, unless he's actually, I mean, maybe the receipts are she's actually very abusive, which I'm going to talk about that. Then, well, that's proof that you're not a great person. I mean, you call him abusive, show your proof. All you're doing is talking. If he can show proof, well, kind of, it's not just his word and your word. It's actually, he has proof of it. He has proof of his word. All you're doing is just talking, making yourself out to be a victim. And it's just like, this is a thing for women. It's just, like, it's hard to leave. I had a woman said for me, it's hard to leave an abuser. Really? Is it? Now, I get it. It can be dangerous. I don't think it's hard. Now, depending on the extreme, a man that kidnaps you is different than, I think, an abuser. But if you leave, you can live with families. You can go. It's just, I think there's ways. I mean, now, I don't know every kind of situations. I'm more talking in general. But if you're determined to do it, you can do it. And I goes along with, arm yourself too.
Yes, and I am terrified of this reality. I know that divorcing a narcissist is ugly. I know that he isn't going to be fair. He's already made threats saying he has receipts. And these receipts he's talking about, I really don't know what receipts he has. I don't think he has any, to be honest. So at one point in our relationship, I was really bad with reactive abuse. I would start to throw things. I would blow up. I would be yelling because I was confused and didn't understand what was going on and why I...
You were confused and didn't understand what's going on. So it's great for you to give yourself an excuse for your abusive behavior. Yet, remember the thing where she said in the first video, doesn't matter what he said, he's wrong. She said it. She called him abusive. So it doesn't matter what it's so funny. You can find the plot holes in their armor. Great that you have excuses, but he doesn't. No, abusive behavior is abusive behavior. Seems like you're both physical and verbal. Sounds like a toxic person. No duh. She married a toxic man.
Couldn't get in his head what I was feeling and why he couldn't understand how much he was hurting me. Like, it would really, really bother me and I would explode. So I think maybe those are the receipts he's talking about.
How you were feeling. So instead of leaving a man because he didn't understand how you were feeling, you decided to marry him. You decided to give him kids. Makes sense. I can see why it's hard to leave him. Because you make it harder. That's the thing. Women don't, no, it's not hard to leave him. You make it hard to leave him. Because you're mentally unstable. A toxic trait. Toxic behavior. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is a thing where shows you that a lot of these women, they want to turn, this is a problem with a lot of women where you are not marrying or getting in a relationship with a person that, you know what, you see how they are, you should love how they are. You should love how they are. Wanting to change a person, because I think this happens with a lot of women. where they get with the bad boy, the player, the charmer, whatever. And he's good at what he does to get you hooked with him. Yet you see the red flags, the narcissist, whatever. But you hope he changes. So you get with him, you marry him, you have kids with him, hoping that, you know what, he will eventually change. That is stupid and, in my opinion, toxic mindset. That's a toxic mindset. Hoping someone will change. Stop that shit. Get with someone that, you know what, you see how they are. If they were, like, let's say, abusive. Well, you see how they are, abusive. You better be sure that, you know what, you want to be with that particular person, that maybe abusive person, that narcissistic person, for the rest of your life. Without hoping, wanting any kind of change. That person, that's who you're going to be with. Not some imaginary person that you hope this person will become. Idiotic.
But yeah, that's a smear campaign. They're going to make you look like you're the crazy one and that they're the victim, because he always...
You are crazy. You were physically and verbally abusive. And if he has proof of it, well, it showed you that he was a victim of it. It showed you that you weren't crazy. You were mentally unstable.
Plays the victim. He still is. He still won't admit anything. And that's scary. That's really scary. I guess that's why I started talking about it, because I really don't know what else to do when someone is constantly trying to alter your reality and alter the truth. I just wanted to come on here and get my truth out there, because I am terrified of this. I am terrified of this because he's good at it in the beginning when you first meet him, and he has you fooled. And I'm so scared people would believe him, because I got 2 girls and I'm a mama bear. No one's messing with my kids or taking my babies.
He's the father. You make it seem like some stranger is going to take your kids. What the hell does a mama bear have to do? That's the father. It's like you make it sound like you have to protect your kids from a stranger. You're not. At best, at worst, you'll probably do 50-50. That's divorce. It's like you make yourself out to be some kind of hero. That's the thing where women have these languages. 1, to make themselves out to be a victim. 2, to make them so endearing to women. Oh, I'm a mama bear. What? It's like you're not protecting nothing. I mean, like, unless you're saying that your husband is doing something vile to your kids. If not, then what does that mean? Who cares if you're a mama bear? You're not protecting them from nothing. And it's like, this is ridiculous. The insanity of women. This is why I wanted to show this video. 1, to reiterate my point. Average people, most women don't qualify for stay-at-home wives, stay-at-home mothers. They don't. In my opinion, too, I'm going to be fair. Most men are not qualified to be leaders, because a lot of times power corrupts absolutely. In most cases, the power of leadership will turn you into a dictator. Now, I don't really know. You only get one side of this story, so who knows how much, if he is a dictator in this relationship. But I'm just saying in general, power corrupts absolutely. A lot of men, average men, can't handle that power. So it can go to their head and they become dictators. Okay? And these stories of women, so many plot holes. When you dig in deep, you see their actual reason. Toxic people attract or attracted to toxic people. So if you're toxic yourself, why would I have any sympathy for you? You're no better than him. You're just as worse. You're just as bad as him. So why would I give you sympathy? Women are fooled by the flowery language, the the victimhood, the mentality, mama bitch, all these keywords or, attitude or whatever, it will fool women into, oh my God, I feel for her. I'm so sympathetic to her. She's a queen. She's amazing. He's terrible. All this is narcissistic word. So that's why it's just insanity to women. What do you guys think, bros?